Good afternoon, judges. My name is Prim, and this is Pro. We are from Studio Cognitive from Phuket, Thailand. Our client is 103 Hotel Bangkok. Today, we'll be presenting a Thai restaurant named Apsara Cruise. As its name suggests, the restaurant is a riverboat that travels along the stretch of the Chao Phraya River through Bangkok, the capital city of Thailand, the most historically significant part of its waterway. Along the scenic route stand the Temple of Dawn, the Grand Palace, Fort Prasumain, and each preserving century of riverside monuments. For our guests, an evening aboard the Apsara cruise becomes the lifetime memory that deepens their appreciation of Bangkok. Behind that commitment, designing a restaurant in motion took us to explore inventions for unusual requirements, from safety clearance from surroundings to stabilities, in addition to creating the experience in dining. Our scope of work includes interior architecture and leading the design of overall refit. These particular barges, similar to Apsara Cruise, were the workhorses of mercantile prosperity on the Chao Phraya River through three Thai kingdoms, transporting rice, sugar, and other trade goods between large ships and riverside warehouses. The distinctive structure was influenced by traditional Chinese barges, having an obtuse cargo hold and robust framework, a pair of taper eyes on the prow believed to keep the vessel on course, and the extended bulwarks to support curved cargo canopies woven from bamboo slats. However, with their insignificant size, bare shell, and high maintenance of solid wood build, the value of these barges rotted over time. To survive the present day, Apsara Cruise underwent extensive renovations. In its later shape, the barge were retrofitted with an open deck and saloon that expressed elements of Thai traditional house, with the ornamented railings and tier pitch roof. The condition of these additions, however, obstructed sightlines to the riverscape. Our client pursued this refit so the Thai dining cruise could then serve year-round in climate-controlled comfort, protected from the city heat and sudden rains. The need for a new configuration allows a redesign of the weather-shield superstructure to at once address the narrow side bay imposed by the former saloon framework and to restore the height lost to the curving tier roof. This vertical gain above the waterline made room for an additional roof deck without exceeding the river bridge clearance limits of 6.1 meters at high tide. By requirement, the boat retained its principal dimension and registered capacity of 64 passengers, including guests and crew. The new configuration comprises 3 decks with a total usable areas of 245 square meters, including a 90 square meter indoor dining space that seats up to 48 guests with a bar and a wheelhouse sharing the shelter footprint. By repositioning wheelhouse to the interior, freeing the foredeck, and introducing a rooftop lounge, guests now have choices to engage with varying degree of riverboating and outdoor exposure during their 3-hour dining courses at their own rhythm. The layout of the below deck follows the prerequisite engine position at the aft and responses to a mix of functions. Guest restroom require a shortcut to the dining area, therefore located near the front staircase. The kitchen at midship connects to dedicated service lanes that reach the dining deck and rooftop. This projection shows the components of the existing boat. The rice barge were preserved in its existing state. The design of the new superstructure respects the curving shape that traces the traditional woven bamboo canopy. And the modern addition is distinguished by the use of steel framework and glass windows, which in turn highlight the heritage hall and conveys a dialogue of coexistence. Reconditioning Apsara Cruise unites the expertise in artisanal wooden boat building with contemporary construction knowledge. The rotten shell will replace, fastened with journals, caulked between seams with hemp fiber, and dressed over the joists and seam with an epoxy fillet to make the hull watertight. The hull was then primed and bonded with multiple layers of fiberglass cloth. Minimal restoration was required inside the hull, Meanwhile, several engineering programs for structural and MEP remodeling were laid out on the former rice barge, including reinforced beam and a weight distribution ballast system. The steel superstructure was fabricated and later hoisted onto the timber hull when the rice barge was ready from its artisanal refit. An ambition remaking sent Apsara Cruise back to the river with grace and strength in hospitality, allowing it to respond to renewed productive potential. The restaurant becomes a truly unique confluence of dining experiences, offering a creative Thai cuisine, the moving panorama of Bangkok's riverscape, and the ongoing intimate bond between the rice barge and the Chao Phraya River, now revived in contemporary relationship. The dining space is designed around creating immersive moments on board, and the interior that illustrate a finer scale of detailing and textures inspired by the riverside monuments in view. Evocative elements of Thai fire arts and architecture from wall murals depicting Buddhist legends, auspicious motifs, and color palettes from historical pigments are reflected and rearranged through fresh execution with contemporary materials. As we approach achieving full view windows and curved skylights, all service areas and MEP system on the main deck were coordinated to stay clear of the side walls. Instead, they were compressed within the minimum ceiling drop and diverted into the unused cavities alongside the hull to reduce the demands on ceiling space, preserve the maximum possible interior headroom, and mitigate any impact on the overall boat height. The rice barge's bamboo canopy inspires the curved pattern ceiling, where intentional openings release airflow from the ceiling air conditioning units. This is the view from the opposite side, and the upward windows open full-height sidelines toward the riverside monuments, giving every seating position on the same floor plane impressive visual access. This is the view from the bar toward the foredeck. The wheelhouse, now located indoors, is disguised within the decorative green-tinted mural glass booth. The furniture is made for comfort throughout the 3-hour dining experience. Each dining chair integrates a Velcro secure pouch beneath the seat to store a life jacket within easy reach without removing the need for additional storage elsewhere. And here are some close-up details of evocative elements, including the timber facade reinterpreted from bamboo canopy, the floral dowels on the facade and interior ceilings, the glass mural for partition, and the modification of Thai auspicious floral motif into wood flooring and bar finishing. In collaboration with collage illustrator, the glass wall murals draw on the stories of the rice goddess and other mythical deities from Buddhist legends, associating with agricultural abundance, redefined in modern narratives. With no exterior openings, the powder rooms on the below deck incorporate mirror collage walls that soften the enclosed feel. The panels display collage artworks inspired by the traditional Thai euphemism for using the restroom. From men, the phrase "shooting rabbits" is used in response. Rabbits appear as a key visual element. For women, we use picking flower to be polite to go to restroom. So the mirror collage therefore becomes a garden of flowers drawn from different culture. These are the view of the new rooftop lounging deck, which offers a high-end visual perspective attainable only from the middle of the Chao Phraya River as the outdoor transition. The restaurant has shaped a unique and optimal connection with vernacular context of Bangkok riverine cultural typology through reflective and meaningful adaptive reuse that responds to its modern value in hospitality. And we'd like to conclude the presentation with a short video of the restaurant in movement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lucy, would you kick off?
The detailing is really beautiful, so well done. I only have a simple question, but the glazing on the side of the boat, is it curved?
Yes, the skylight is curved.
Wow. What was the budget for the conversion, if you don't mind me asking?
เรามีบัดเจ็ตไหมของตัว skylight
The budget is about 1 million for the gas.
1 million Thai baht, which is
Thai baht, sorry.
in Thai baht, so it's pretty much 30,000 US dollars.
Wow. That's great.
Very good.
That's very good. Is there only one, or is it going to be a series of
Just one. It's difficult to sort the boats that still survive until today, and it's also not cheap to restore something that is impermanent and revive it into a modern use.
Wow, great reuse.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Did you wish it was bigger? Because
If-
you've packed a lot in there
It is.
with the kind of traditional gestures of Thai dancing and
Yeah.
some beautiful patterns around the bar, for example.
We were lucky enough to have this size of the boat because actually they could be even smaller. So with the similar cultural survival, we are lucky enough to have this one. So we will work around that footprint and try to gain as much as possible, working around the restraint that the boat previously have.
You said, did I hear right? Did you say that the chairs had life jackets inside them?
Beneath,
Underneath?
So
Because they have a very thick back,
yeah.
and the back goes into the front legs.
Right. So the backrest and armrest is actually make guests comfortable to be sitting for 3 hours long. So I think that's the comfort that we need to serve that particular long hours of dining. But the thickness of the seat itself actually provide extra solid for the jacket, which life jacket for river vessel is not like airplane. It's not like squeezed in, then you can just repack it and pump it up. So it's actually the size of what you're actually wearing.
Well, it's kind of amazing. But I like the eccentricity of the chair, that it's not a normal luxury chair. And, as with any design, what one is looking for, what I'm looking for, is a kind of exaggeration in a way of the circumstances. On the one hand, it looks like a classic, luxurious restaurant environment, but the flavor of it being almost making fun of itself is what I like most about it. I like that, which is why I like the front of the bar. It's sort of like a Louis Vuitton handbag.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Can I just so is the idea that you say for argument's sake you start off on the top deck and have a drink and then you come down and
You
eat?
mean the sequence of the experience?
Yeah.
So when guests are embarking on the boat at 6:35, then they will be seated to the table, and then after the course starts serving, you can have an you can give a break and go to the top floor or be in front of the bow. So it's your choice to go whenever you want to.
Okay. And what's is it Thai food?
Yes,
Yes.
Thai with a bit of modern twist.
No, I think it's really really beautifully done. And as Nigel says, I think the quirkiness and I like a lot of the art that you've introduced. With the astronauts' helmets and so forth on the Buddhist figure. That is very clever.
Big
So,
press to the illustrator.
Yeah, it's very, very, very nice project. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was looking at this and I was like, wow, probably only in Thailand you can do this. Because I'm coming in with some knowledge of boat design. I design transportation.
Right.
I show a case here with a train, a restaurant on a train. And then I also design restaurant on boats. And this, I need to be a little bit critical. I feel like it doesn't really work because it's very shallow budge. So if you have a boat going next to you, then probably the boat shakes so much.
It-
So I don't understand. Okay, so let's say the client still want you to go ahead. How were you designing this so people don't like, if they're standing up, there must be something to grab on. Or I see that the plates, you use marble, black marble table. So I think you had a glass with a mat at the bottom. So I think that's anti-slippery, but everything else, it doesn't seem like it's designed for the boat action and dining together. And especially on such a small boat, do people like puke or, so practicality wise, it's very weird. And also, I mean, laws in Taiwan needs the table and the chair to be stuck to the ground. So when the boat moves, it doesn't like,
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of
even
those
though
details well. Yeah.
Even though Chao Phraya River is still active in both tourism and transportation, but I think it's different to the marine vessel where it has to deal with a lot of movement and bigger waves. In the river, you can even transport on the long tail boat to cross from one pier to another pier. So the trigger of the wave doesn't affect much of the boat, even the smaller ones. Yeah.
And I was looking at it. Is there a lot of image that's 3D drawn, or it's just very well taken photos?
I'm sorry.
Was there a lot of 3Ds in the beginning?
Oh,
of
no,
the,
they are all
everything was-
photography.
Oh wow, okay. Nice.
Yes.
Maybe just one question. I had a question because, I mean, most of the questions I wanted to raise have been asked, but building on what Johnny was saying, do you have any constraint in terms of weight?
Winds.
Did you integrate any engineering in terms of the weight? Because those old boats were not necessarily meant to carry that amount of weight. So how did you deal with the question of the weight and having marble and having structures of metals and all these and glass? All this is extremely heavy. How did you deal with that given the capacity of the boat, original boat?
Yep. So a part of us, there is a team as the naval engineer that helped calculate before we actually started construction. But the design comes first. We give the guideline of what we have the intention of transforming it. But then we work closely with the naval engineer who give us idea of how to locate items. For underneath, which is the below deck, you have the engine on the end, and then they are full commercial kitchen equipment at the middle, and then the toilet is lighter compared to which kind of balance the engine rooms to the toilet area, and you have like a tank for fresh water and wastewater that also help balance that. Even though you have that beneath, they still need additional waste distribution ballast system to help kind of balance and doesn't make the boat like tilt up.
I think it'd be interesting on a section or something to actually convey also that beyond the decor, there's also the integration of this engineering and taking into account the capacities that are the one of the boat and the naval engineering that you embedded into your design. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.